I just wanted to come on here and say something because right now I just rented out an Airbnb place just for me to have a self-reflection moment, alone time for the next 5 days. It's just me letting my emotions show up as is. Doing inner work, doing shadow work, getting to know myself. What are the things that actually worked this year and what didn't? It's really facing myself. And every time I do this, I get really scared. And it's always been that way, at least for the last year that I've done this, and I've seen results. I've seen how much working on myself has changed my life for the better. There's so much we can do in a year. There's so much change that we can do in a year. If only we would stick to our goals, to our habits, some of those goals could actually happen. I can still remember the years that I didn't had this reflections moment, alone moment with myself, and that's what triggered me to do this, because during those years I was lost. I was devastated. I was desperate. I got attached into negative thinking. I got attached to certain circumstances that I thought are actually helpful but not. Overthinking, I thought it was a masked version of proactivity. I was trying to be proactive, but really I was trying to overthink every move, every decision that I have. I judge myself. I think too negative. I'm such a perfectionist. I am always trying to prove myself as an editor and more like as a sister and a daughter as well, and as a friend over those years. The moment I stopped, took a few steps back, is when I actually saw where I was lacking, what can be improved, who am I, remembering my identity. Because sometimes when we are surrounded by people, be it our friends, be it our family, just anyone, you kind of adapt. And it's inevitable to really get influenced by their decisions, their actions, their habits, their hobby, their likes, their dislikes, their values. You kind of get influenced by that. And that's why stepping back really does very helpful, because you got to remember who you are. In my case, I get to remember who am I. I get to know what I want to do in life, where I want to go, doing things alone. I got to really dive in the art of being alone. At first, you really have to upgrade your identity. So upgrading means letting go of the older version of you, your mindset, be it your mindset, your perspective, the identity you thought who you really are, versus the one who's just seeking validation from others. There are so many times that we wanted to please others, establish some rapport, and it's impossible to sorry, there's just a unexpected message. Anyways, going back. We do these different things we thought are good, but are not. Just like what I've said, when it comes to figuring out your life, is inevitable to really get influenced by those people around you, be it your friends, family, loved ones, partners, dog. You get what I'm saying, but and establishing reports, and you're still, new in the industry or in your work, and you're trying to establish your place, get to know everyone. So it's inevitable to get influenced by that. And I think that's the healthiest form of adapting. But it's just that sometimes we need to step back and remember who we are as a person. So yeah, I just came on here to say that, and I would continue doing these reflections every end of the year and plan my 2025 ahead. And it's never been easy, because you have to confront who you really are, your weaknesses. In my case, again, just going back, I wanted to use the term my instead of your, but so you can see how I do it. So it's very daunting sitting on with myself, trying to unpack my shadow self, the things that I am hiding, things that are at the back burner, the things that I am putting off. Who am I really? Where do I want to go? And of course, with that, I also do celebrate my wins. I do celebrate the decisions that turned out to be good for me in the long run. I celebrate those, and it takes alone time to do that and let go of everything. That's why I shared that music that I'm playing at the moment. I thought that was really aligned to what I am trying to do. Like every new version that you're building for yourself. So again, I'm going to use my. So every new version that I'm trying to build for myself is needs a sacrifice. The older version needs to be sacrificed so the newer version of myself could have some space to dial down and be safe within me. And that I am safe to change, that I am safe to get better. I am safe to have a better life. I am safe to make better decisions. And I'm just fulfilled that way. It's not anymore the pursuit of like, am I happy doing this? Am I enjoying doing this? It's not really about that. It's all about what can I contribute for myself and what I can do that I realized that I don't realize I am capable for, and extend that and contribute to the world in the long run. It sounds very ambitious, but it's very me. It's very aligned to me. What am I trying to establish myself to this world? What are the things that I wanted to be associated with? What are the things that I wanted to be known for? And I'm scared to be boxed. I'm scared to feel limited in one identity. That's why I kind of stopped doing social media, because I wanted to be everything, everyone all at once, you know? Like, I want to be this, I want to be that, I want to be this person. And I don't want to be just known in one identity, but I have no choice but to be known in one. But you know, at least I know at my core that I am at different things. Not a lot of people know that I'm also a singer. I had vocal training for the last 10 years. So it's not impossible for me to dream to be a K-pop star one day if I did choose that track, or P-pop, but I didn't choose that career in the entertainment industry. But it is something similar, right? So I was wondering, okay, how would I be able to use my 10 years of vocal training with that? Kind of understand my situation, but that's that, the singing part. And I'm also a Studio Ghibli fan at core. I do geek out. I have a collection of Studio Ghibli art books and how Hayao Miyazaki directs. I do collect that. So that's why whenever there's like a premiere cinema, I don't really watch other cinema genres besides Studio Ghibli, something fantasy, something about deep storytelling. So when I saw that opportunity this year, and it might be the last film of Hayao Miyazaki, I took the kettle while it's hot. It's something that is truly aligned to me over the years. I really love Japanese culture. Like, if you know me over the years, I really do obsess in Japanese culture. And it's funny because I still haven't traveled going there. And I don't know, I just don't find it, financially speaking and mentally speaking, if I'd go to Japan, because traveling to Japan is not just travel for me, it's literally my dream. Like, I don't have any plans to settle, but it's sacred to me. So when I go to Japan, I'd visit the ones that I really love visiting, Studio Ghibli Museum and all that, Studio Ghibli related, the filming locations where the favorite directors of mine got their inspiration, those places, Detective Conan. One thing about me too is I really love mystery and solving cases genres, may it be a movie or an anime. I just love tinkering my brain because I think it's practical. It's something that I could apply in real life, and maybe, I don't know, as the eldest daughter, it's something that I do innately have. I'm also a tech geek, so I'm a video editor, and it's inevitable to also have a love in building a computer. So from the last 2 years, the help of the people around me also built a PC. I built my own PC with the help of my father, actually. I'm a tech geek. It's not just obvious, but I am. And with that, I started to love money. So You cannot label me as workaholic because I do get burnt out most of the time. I do need to get some breaks here and there, but in my own timeline, in my own phase, because it's different. With the love of money, it's not because I'm workaholic, but it's something maybe because I grew up with a childhood of having a lifestyle of a feast and famine situation going on, because my family, my dad is an OFW. Why do I find that funny? It's an OFW. You know what? I'm adopting the TikTok nuances already at this point. My dad is an OFW. Is it W? W, whatever. The money coming in the family is not stable. So I'm insecure about money. That's why I worked and decided to work at an early age, because I don't feel secure about money. At first it was out of the desire, because I cannot buy what I want. Like I cannot go to I cannot go to Watson's to buy my skincare and makeup at the time. If you remember, I have that era. I'm like, oh my god, doing makeup where my eyebrows are so thick. You know, I got to learn so much about myself. Like right now I really do appreciate it because it's thick, but back then I was very insecure because of, you know, doing thin tumbler type of like eyebrows. But I got to embrace what I am naturally born with. Thick hair, and I have big, you know, boobs. I have big ears actually, and I didn't wear any ponytails when I was young because I feel like I get discriminated with my big ears. But right now I flaunt it comfortably and confidently, and not being self-conscious too much about it. So that's that. One thing that definitely changed about me is I didn't really love dogs back then. But it's my family's hobby. They really love collecting dogs. During the year that I was lost, devastated, maybe if I'm ready, I would tell that story one day. But that's the year I opted for Faye. So for the last 3 years, she's helping me stay sane, helping me have hope. And because of her, I got to really take good care of dogs in our house. Because of her, I tried to learn how to wash the dogs, feed the dogs, learn how to bring them to the vet so they could live longer. I invested in my dogs. She's literally my best friend. I am missing her already as I am staying here in this room. And I wanted to go back home because I wanted to see her already. I'm just excited for 2025. And for sure, a lot of us are excited for 2025. A lot of us have been taking different paths, trying different hobbies, trying to figure out life for ourselves, trying to, as 23 years old, what do you call that? Celebrating your coming of age, self-discovery, figure out life for yourself, the life that you wanted to build. It's this moment. And we got one life to live. So might as well hit all the opportunities that's coming while we have this energy and desire to make our goals and live our lives that we've always wanted in the future. As much as I really do strongly root for myself as well, I definitely want to support and root anyone in their own journey as well. Because if you're surrounded with one, you're motivated to also do better. Cheers to your 2024, and I hope you got to really celebrate your wins as much as I celebrate mine. I just went out today to take a stroll. I'm grateful for everything. I'm breathing, my body is complete. I get to meet new people. I get to really discover. I have some mistakes here and there, but I get to build that mental resistance to just, fuck it and move forward. I've been enjoying this self-reflection and moment of aloneness because this is what's working for me, and I hope it's working for everyone else too. And I just wish everyone a happy holidays. This is the month to celebrate, and for some, a month to really work hard because there's a lot of money coming in during the holidays, so everyone is busy on their respective industries. So yeah, let's root for each other and set ourselves for success in 2025.